Welcome to Hawaii, everyone. Look alive. You're at the Motorfest.
Gather up, everyone. Photo time. All right, everyone, settle down. I know you're all excited. That chopper ride is always a trip. So, welcome again to the Motorfest. I'm Malu, the Motorfest PR, and I'm here to get you up to speed. You are our special guests, athletes, festival goers, car lovers, all gathered here in majestic Hawaii. These are the festival grounds, but we've got the whole island set up for you. We've created a place where you can drive anything, from the iconic to the super customized. It's a Motorfest branded, lovingly crafted car culture celebration. We call these lovelies the playlists. And I'm not just reading from the Motorfest app here either. I tried them out before you arrived, and here, let me show you. This playlist is a unique Motorfest experience. It's called Made in Japan. Made in Japan is the way to experience Japanese car culture. It's where tarmac meets tradition. From mountain peaks to city streets, this neon journey is not one to miss. Trying these playlists out for you is what I call a perk of the job. Right in the center of all the action, racing these Japanese drift masters, just awesome. highway through mountains and motorways was amazing. But the next playlist was Off-Roading Addict, a chance to race into the wild. Driving off-road gives you an opportunity to carve your own path, to explore the open expanse. The island becomes your playground. Total freedom becomes your creed. 4x4s, pickups, quads, you're given every chance to go off the beaten path. Driving off-road gives you an opportunity to carve your own path, to explore the open expanse. The island becomes your playground. Total freedom becomes your creed. Fours, pickups, quads, you're given every chance to go off the beaten path. Off-roading is freedom, improvisation. But the next playlist is all about the competition. Aptly named the Motorsports playlist, this one is for the pros. Motorsports is built around racing to the top, the thrill of competing. But it's also about strategic choices, decision-making under pressure. better feeling than triumphing with your team in what some consider the apex of motorsports. Checking on your rivals, it gets intense. Felt good to be the champion, but then I got to go old school. Vintage Garage. A playlist for the true car aficionado. With these cars, it's not just about the look or the nostalgia. It's how these things drive. How they feel, how they steer. It was quite a challenge, in the best way possible. Outside of some collector car park, when would you ever get a chance to take these venerable legends for a spin? That's the power of Vintage Garage. Taste of an age where there was no nitro to boost you and no GPS to guide you. Feels strangely comforting. With the old and in with the new, they say. The next playlist is legendary. Lamborghini. A playlist to truly experience the iconic, the trailblazing. I'm running out of adjectives here. Saw that Lamborghini logo, you knew what this playlist was gonna be. Some of the most recognizable car designs in existence at your disposal. Quite like some of these cars. It's like a speed race through the story of Lamborghini, one of power and innovation. Riding the full roster of these legends was a rare privilege. A privilege Motorfest graciously gave me. And now, it's your turn. Like what you saw? Well, those were just the tip of the iceberg. But we've got to go step by step. Follow me. Look around you. This is what it's all about. Cars, bikes, rides, and good vibes. You'll get to explore the festival soon enough. And let's not forget, we're in Hawaii. And there's no better place to express yourself. Show off your flair. Customize your ride. It's a car culture buffet. Keep up. We're going to go meet the star of the show. Your car, of course. Come on. It's time for you to pick your ride. Once you pick your car, I'll hand you over to Kara, your personal AI assistant. When in doubt, you can always rely on her to guide you.
Assistance engaged. All engines, go. Hello, driver. I'm Kara. Let me assist you in choosing a playlist. Made in Japan. Race over asphalt and drift through neon in a journey through Japanese car culture. A playlist is available, driver. We put this playlist together to give you a taste of Japanese racing culture. incredible driver. I bet the next experience we have in store will knock your socks off. A playlist is available. It's the product of a unique partnership. The Motorfest is teaming up with one of the most colourful crew of automotive influencers you can find on the web, Donut Media.
I got a question for you guys, and buckle up, Buttercup, cause it's a doozy. Frickin' lightning, baby! Listen up, you buff horses. I've got 7 questions that you need to answer by getting behind the wheel of some of the most iconic cars the world has ever seen.
Here we go.
The car world is made up of rivalries and unanswered questions. You need to settle them once and for all.
More power, baby!
Will it be easy? I don't think so.
That's why I love it. He gives the people what they need to hear.
Lightning, 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 lightning!
And in the end, I need you to answer the biggest question of them all. Who rules the streets?
That is the most badass thing I have ever heard of. More power, baby!
This is Rule the Streets. Rolling! Let's move on to another activity. Visualize your next objective and let's go.
Ferrari and Lamborghini have been rivals since they were babies. It's true, but don't look it up. Before we set up camp downtown, you'll be racing through the countryside in the Italian supercar of your choice. Either the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta or the Lamborghini Huracan. Which beast owns the mountain? The Italian stallion or the Stromboli bully?
The Ferrari. Saddle up, you Italian cowboy.
Hey, James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. This Ferrari's looking real buff. No bull. Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. Hey, no pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay? James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. Hey, no pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay? What a viewpoint. It really makes you think. should have mentioned there's gonna be turns. Sorry. How are we feeling about our choice down there? Not having second thoughts, are we? Full Italian power! Give me the gravy, Grandma! Lamborghini uno, Ferrari zero. James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. From this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. No pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay? Dang, dude, what a viewpoint. It really makes you think. I should have mentioned there's gonna be turns. Sorry.
complete this playlist. The next one is bound to be... Now that you've met the donut team, you probably have a better idea of what you're getting into. But trust me, you're still in for a few surprises. The next one is bound to be...
All right, tough boys and girls, you think you've got muscles? Well, how about you take it to the streets in a Chevy Camaro ZL1 or a Shelby Mustang GT500 to find out who's got the biggest American muscles. Spoiler, it's me.
Shelby GT500. Performance is your business today.
In the muscle car's natural habitat, the concrete jungle. How's it feel? Didn't think muscle cars could turn like that, did you? Surprises here, of course you're in first. Sorry, that's just the drone talking. He's very excited. Don't mind him. I believe you slightly scratched the paint. The buffest American muscles. Let's find out. Watch out for that curve. Dude, hammer down. Well, that settles that. Mustang Shelby GT500 for the win.